think I hear something. What's that sound?
Okay, kids, let's go.
Hello there.
There has been an awakening.
Someone woke the fuck
Have you
up.
felt it?
Your cat or your wife?
Obi-Wan.
Hello.
Wake up, everybody! Wake up, Galaxy!
So funny.
Holla!
Holy shit. You ain't C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
He's talking about us.
Walking disaster.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Alrighty then. You chugging water?
No. Nope.
You chugging juice?
Jamba juice.
You
Getting jammed.
You chugging jamboree? Getting jammed.
Sir,
Don't mean to jam things up.
sir, we've been jammed. That's from Space
Spaceballs.
Sticks.
Have you seen that lately?
Testicles in space.
Have you seen it? I haven't seen it in a long
No, that's
time.
it's a good point.
It was a question, not a point.
Well, you knew my answer. I haven't seen it for a while. It's a good point to bring up because I would like to view
Yeah.
it soon.
Well, I thought I remember you saying like, I'm gonna go watch Spaceballs. It's been like a decade.
It's still on the docket. I haven't. I've been watching some other funny stuff. Been trying to fulfill that void in my life.
The void of humor.
You know, I'm that crotchety old man nowadays, and I just want to watch
Yeah.
old stuff and the new stuff. The new
Mhm.
funny stuff doesn't do it for me. And I mean, to be honest, even like the 2000s funny stuff was a hit and a miss. I like going back to the quirky 90s or like the kind of the rugged, dirty 80s.
Rugged, dirty 80s. Yes.
That's some rugged, dirty 80s, but you know what I'm talking about. You know,
I
some
do
of the
the-
racier comedy stuff that they got away with in the 80s and slipped into the 90s a little bit. But
Well, I was gonna say New York in the 80s is definitely like dirty and grungy and crime infested. So Gotham City, I always think of 80s New York. And then obviously we have TMNT,
yep.
starts on the brink of the 90s, and they're all about fighting crime. So yeah, I guess I see what you mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, to your point, that yeah, even the superhero stuff's nitty gritty. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I always lean towards that stuff, but yeah, comedy as well. I love it. Spaceballs.
I like laughing at things.
Spaceballs really does it for me. I can't
Yes.
watch it over and over and over, but if it's been a while, man, it's gonna hit me hard. Just like Caddyshack, I haven't seen in almost 2 weeks, so I watched it last night.
What's
And
the
it's brand new again.
What's the scheduled downtime between films that you actually love? It's like 4 hours, right?
A day, yeah.
Once per day. Yeah, got to get that quota. Got to get that Caddyshack quota in, son. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, and you appreciate different things because obviously you can like laugh at the jokes, and then you get past that. Then you start looking at people's like facial expressions and reactions, and you can start laughing at that.
Yep.
So, jokes aside, and then you can pick it apart. I mean, that's what we do with Star Wars. And then you start noticing shit in the background, like
That's what we
little
do with everything, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we overanalyze it. That's why what we've been doing for 7 years now.
We overanalyze. We never listen.
Never
good,
listen.
Good day, Galaxy. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fine. We have,
I'm excited to get my Good Day Galaxy merch. Oh, brand new Sticklix.
I was gonna say, so where we get our stickers from, Sticker Mule, they came out with holographics, brand new.
That's legit.
Got Good Day Galaxy. It's a holo, limited, first edition, no shadow. You want to get this? Yeah,
It's gonna be $50, bitch.
$50, motherfucker. You understand? It's on eBay. We got a run of stickers, holographic. Obviously, if you're just listening to this, check Instagram or check the live stream. But we're gonna send out a batch, a little care package. Start 2021 off with the bang. Stickers and swag and coasters and everything. We're gonna send a batch out to everybody. So if you are a fan and you want things from us, send us either. First of all, you could sign up for Patreon. That's the easiest thing, because that takes care of all those logisticals. But if you're not on Patreon, just shoot us an email with your address and we'll get things sent out to you.
Yeah. And speaking of patrons or should be patrons, thank you for the shout out to Mr. Matthew down in Texas.
Yeah.
We had a new Drumble reach out to us. It's always cool hearing out. And then we had motherfucker from down under. You know who you
Yeah.
are.
Fucking new Dankuses.
New Dangus is reaching out. It's always cool to hear from you guys.
Yeah. Appreciate it. We asked. It took like 6 months. We've been asking for emails for a long time.
Yeah.
It took a while. So thanks.
If you guys want, maybe some holographic stickers or some small swag shit.
Yeah.
Shoot us an email and then we'll take care of you.
Yeah. That's how we're going to do. I'm going to bait you into emailing us.
Yes.
Get your information and then start sending you the Nigerian prince
Nudes.
wire me transfer money. Yeah.
Nigerian Prince nudes.
Dudes. That's it. Well, should I title that the episode? That seems kind of
Nigerian Prince nudes. Either that or Dirty Nasty 80s. Either one will suffice for today.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of Star Wars news, not major like movie stuff, but obviously there's been a switch up with the gaming side of it.
Which doesn't seem as big of a
Oh,
deal,
My God.
but it actually is a fucking huge deal.
We just talked about my biggest issue with Star Wars and the Disney era being exactly that.
Yes.
Is the lack of games. And, you know, I like the quality per se of the games that have come out, but it just didn't hit me, you know.
Certain quality. Yeah.
Yeah, Fallen Order was great.
Yeah.
Replayability 0. You know.
So we'll get into it, but the real thing to take away from this is that things that we say on this show come true. You know that wishing stone from Wonder Woman 1984? That's just this microphone in front of me. So if I say, I wish Star Wars would make an R-rated movie, I bet you on Twitter on Tuesday, we're going to have a tweet from Star Wars.
Yep.
So
Mara Jade nude scene.
just
It's coming. It's coming.
I'm just putting it out into the ether, putting it out into the force, channeling my midichlorians.
Mopar, the Foreseer. I've foreseen it.
That's probably not going to happen, but this is not Star Wars news, but we didn't talk about it last week. You're so out of focus right now. It's more possible than it has been because Disney Plus announced that they're having a little section of the streaming service for adult, not like porn adult, but adult 17 and up R-rated.
We're getting
shit.
somewhere today. Oh yeah, we have foreseen a lot.
Sometimes I try to get ahead of my sentences and like correct myself as I'm talking, and I should just let it happen. Disney Plus has like a R-rated
Adult.
section that they're going to have on the streaming service, including like movies like Deadpool and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're going to be making Deadpool 3 in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I know there was conversation of, you know, are they going to keep doing Deadpool? It's Disney. They're not going to do adult style content. Well, they are. So that makes an R-rated Star Wars film possible.
Wait. Say
Yes,
that
what?
again.
Porn
Did you
on
say there's
Disney
gonna be-
Plus. Porn is on Disney Plus now.
Did you say they're making a whole separate?
They're gonna have, you know how like there's Netflix Kids. They're gonna make basically that
Oh.
kind of thing. I can't remember what it's called. Let me just
Interesting.
uh,
A whole
Let me go
nother
to-
section of the
yeah,
streaming
exactly.
service.
Which
Okay.
you can block off if you have kids at home, and so that way they can't see Deadpool and talk about ass clowns and stuff.
Yeah.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus R-rated section.
So we went retro with our backgrounds. If you guys are live with us, yeah. Santa Claus over here says Dash Rendar. Yeah, my Dash Rendar looks like one of the dudes from Contra. Like he looks so generic. Like I'm gonna save everybody. Yeah. Also, his pistol is like hooked up to his belt. I'm not sure. I don't understand.
It's like laser tag. He's got to charge it up.
Oh.
They probably did that because everybody loved laser tag back then. You know what I mean? It was those days. Laser tag was huge.
Loser tags.
Goddamn, where's the title of this thing? I'm trying to look for it.
What if they introduced Transformers into Star Wars? A sense of Transformers. They kind of already did with the battle droids that are starships for the CIS.
Yeah, those things were fucking sweet. It's called Star. I think that's a bad name. It's called Star. A section
Porn
of
star?
Porn Star. I told you it was porn. They bought Pornhub. It says
Star.
A New World of Entertainment coming to Disney Plus 23rd of February. So, because they own Fox now. So anything that was in Fox that's like R-rated, and they're also going to be making new content that's R-rated. It's going to be over in this little private section. It's like you go to the video store and they had like the curtain. You can't go in the
Yeah.
back.
Do you have to
They
pay
that now.
extra?
I don't think so.
You just got to know a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to get past that curtain.
Let me in.
Fuck knocking. So yeah, that's happening. All that to say, Deadpool soon.
Deadpool 3.
Yes.
How did you
I can't talk about anything else today.
You know what's really fun is the fact that Deadpool exists. Part 2, the fact that Deadpool movies are great. And part 3, that they are intertwined, but not hardcore into the Marvel universe.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, there's no big names in there outside of, a handful of rando X-Men.
Yeah.
It is also nice that they do kind of separate that, with Marvel connecting pretty much everything. Like Captain America's not shaking hands with an X-Men or Deadpool.
Not yet, because Fox owned them all, but now Disney owns them all.
Yeah, that's
So
why they
just
bought
wait.
them. Yeah.
Just wait.
Can you
I was-
imagine Deadpool talking shit to like Tony Stark? Well,
Oh, Tony Stark's dead, but I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I cannot wait for that. Just imagine. I can't wait for Deadpool. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm surprised they didn't announce any X-Men stuff in that big announcement. Now that they own Fox, they said that they are making Fantastic Four, but they left X-Men completely out of the picture there. So that must
Fantastic
be
Four.
they're trying to put some distance between those last 4 movies.
Yeah, Fantastic Four is a weird, touchy. I don't know. I don't see a good way to do Fantastic Four. In my own mind, I just don't see it. I really don't see it. It's too goofy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about them, but like historically, nothing's good has come out of the Fantastic.
Just the movies, because they were just trash movies.
and any series. Yeah, it was all trash. Silver Surfer was kind of trash.
I remember you watching Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four back in the day. It was great.
Yeah. Spider-Man and Fantastic Four?
Yeah, that was part of one of the cartoon runs.
Yeah, maybe it just never hit me. I don't know. Wasn't nitty gritty 80s enough. Add dirt for me to enjoy.
Maybe. It'd be cool to see Human Torch done properly, because the original Human Torch is now Captain America.
Okay. let me bring something up though. Well,
Yes.
Thank you. Doctor Doom is
Doom,
a
yes.
fantastic villain. I completely agree.
I see what you did there. Huh.
But I do envision. I'm thinking this through.
Okay.
Fantastic Four could work if they're not all latex suit idiots. If they did it as a more realistic picture,
You're basically describing all comic book movies from the past 15 years. If they redid the stuff from the 40s but didn't put them in a single colored latex suit. And that's what they've done with most everybody.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is, God, I'm blanking on movies. Watchmen. Thank you, Mopar.
You're
Jesus. If they did it in a Watchmen-esque, dark, realistic, personal,
I don't think Fantastic
Side.
Four is that dark, though.
they need to make it dark.
I don't know.
It
too
doesn't
much
need to be
about it.
dark, but personal. I think there might be. I think there's not an easy way to make Mr. Fantastic's abilities look not
goofy.
Is he the Stretch Armstrong dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kill him immediately and then move on.
Everyone, a fan casting request is that John Krasinski play Mr. Fantastic. That's
It's a
Jim
good point.
from The Office.
It's a good point.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know. The dude is a giant rock. He's just orange, crumbly rock. That's kind of goofy. Having said that, I like the Hulk, and he's just a giant green Hulk.
I do. I will admit, I was on board with the Human Torch as a kid. I'm like, dude, fucking flame up and then kill
Oh, yeah.
things. Hell yeah.
And he can
Sign it.
fly. Yeah, he's the best. I used to love playing Human Torch in those
Marvel
was it called?
Universe. Marvel
the
Universe.
dungeon crawler game.
Marvel Universe.
No, not Marvel Universe. Marvel something. Ultimate Alliance.
I'm making it up as I go.
Ultimate Alliance and X-Men Legends. Those were some of the best games ever. Probably not. I probably was just
I was just
14.
gonna say it's Gauntlet Legends.
It's probably just 14, but it was fun. You get all the Fantastic Four on the squad at the same time. Oh man, it was great. It was great.
It was cool.
So we'll see. And that's the Marvel news.
We can we'll dive deeper into the Star Wars gaming news. Have you watched WandaVision?
I have. Yes, I have indeed.
And there was only two episodes so far.
Debuted with 2 episodes, and I want to say there's going to be 6 total. So it's a pretty short season.
Yeah, you want to skip to my Lou about that?
Did you watch it, or you want me to skip to my own Lou?
No, I watched it. I viewed it, man.
Cool.
Short
Yeah,
episodes, very edible.
Very edible. I don't actually have much to say yet. I want to wait.
You want to wait?
Hang on. I'll tell you why. I just wanted to look this up.
There
9
was one-
episodes. I was mistaken. There would be 9.
Oh, we got plenty.
Okay,
of stuff
cool.
then.
The reason I want to wait is that I am intrigued, but as everyone knows, it's Wanda and Vision in the 50s, like Bewitched, Dick Van Dyke style.
Yeah.
So in the first 2 episodes, we haven't gotten out of that little alternate reality bubble yet. So there's not much to talk about. I mean, it was entertaining.
They do.
Thought it was funny. There was a little tease as to, like, someone is watching their existence on a TV screen.
Yep.
But we don't know I don't know what happened. Vision was dead, and Wanda, is she in a coma or something? I really don't know.
So they did sneak peek, and spoiler alert, because we are going to be digging in a little bit. You do see Hydra involved. Yep, it's written somewhere. So you see some Hail Hydra, motherfucker.
I missed that.
You hear Captain America reaching out.
I didn't know who that was
Yeah,
when the
as
radio
soon as-
was
yep.
malfunctioning. Yeah.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, I know that voice, and it came to me right away. I was like, is that Steve Rogers? And Glass Armor was like, yeah, that's definitely Captain America. I was like, man, that makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Like, you're stuck. He's like, wake up or something. It was crumbled radio, fuzzy. You don't know what he was really saying, but you heard, like, what are you doing? Whatever. Get out.
So if that's him reaching out, then this probably takes place before Infinity War or before Endgame. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't. I
I'm
feel
super
bad.
intrigued.
Spoiler alert. I am super intrigued as well. I didn't know what to expect. You know what's really weird is those old timey black and white stuff feels very homey to me. I always love the Bewitched, the I Dream of Jeannie, the weird Dick Van
Feels
Dyke
like-
shit.
You want to live in that house?
Oh, well, first of all, every one of those houses is humongous. It's ridiculous, and it's like 2 people living in. Yeah. We only have four stories on my house. Our living room's the size of.
Well, the way it's shot on the stage, you have to see all areas of the house from only one perspective. So it's just one long giant ranch.
Yeah. No, I'm interested. And the other thing that's kind of weird is she like snaps out of it momentarily in certain, like when the boss starts choking, she like immediately snaps out and says, "Vision, help him."
Right.
And you're like, wait, does she know what's going on? Does she realize what's going on? Is she playing a role, momentarily? Is Vision the one that's in trouble and she's here to save Vision? Because he seems like he seems lost. Because like when the boss asks, what brought you guys here? Neither of them knew.
Right. But Vision knows enough to conceal himself when he goes to work.
That's true.
Which is also weird. Because he almost walks out the door and she's like, "Hey, you forgetting something?" It's like, "Oh yeah, I look like an android. Hang on."
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. It's nice, like wacky, quirky, early '60s nonsense. Which honestly, it's different. I like it. Yeah, it is different.
Definitely a change from the things that we've gotten in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see where it goes.
I'm intrigued. Again, I saw the Hydra. It was like a stamp on something.
Okay.
Like they focused on it for like a half second, and I was like, that fucking said Hydra.
Okay, so nobody said Hail Hydra.
No.
Okay, interesting.
But
Yeah. So
it is weird. Also, what the fuck happened when they rewound the episode? Something bad happened and they rewound. And then she got pregnant.
Oh yeah, and she decided to rewind things.
What the fuck?
But then she still got pregnant though.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she rewound it and she was still pregnant.
How weird. Weird. Yeah, we have no idea where it's
how'd
going.
she get pregnant?
Yeah.
He doesn't have any attachments.
Milkman.
Steve Rogers.
That's why he's
Hydra.
reaching out.
Hail Hydra. What up, Travis Dunn? Long time no witness.
No habit.
Welcome back.
Oh, anything else going on?
Off of the superhero thing, I know we had a pretty intense chat about DC things last week. And I got in an argument with somebody a couple weeks ago about Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
And I wanted to rewatch it and just double check how good it is. So I did that.
It sounds like you're just trying to confirm
accurate.
your own shit.
Exactly.
And you're like, I still like it.
Sometimes you get into I get into talking points and I'm like, oh yeah, Batman vs Superman. It's like one of my favorite superhero movies of all time, blah, blah, blah. And then I don't watch it for a couple of years and I keep saying that over and over again. I'm like, hang on a second. Everyone hates it except for me. I should double check. And I did. And it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm on board with it. It is one of my favorites. I think it's awesome. It plays all of them well.
Yeah.
Like Wonder Woman's great in it. Superman is actually great in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Batman's the best in it. And it's like
Lex Luthor.
Like Lex Luthor. I didn't know what to expect.
Alfred.
Little weird, still great.
Yeah. That's perfect.
No, I agree.
Perfect.
That's probably the darkest film outside of like the Joker, of Joker, that I've seen in the DC universe, which is, that's saying something.
Yeah, at least in the films.
Now, admittedly, I always say this, the Doomsday thing felt a little forced, but they did it. They killed him, got him out of the way, then he moved on.
Mm-hmm. It was nice to have a basically like for Lex Luthor to have a backup plan. So he pits Superman and Batman against themselves, and he's just thinking a couple steps ahead. And like, just in case that doesn't work out, he's reanimating Zod's body into some giant deformity to kill Superman if he has to.
Yeah.
So I didn't think, like, plot wise, I didn't think it was too forced. Now, I know the issue is in the comics, Doomsday has a larger role than just some crazy beast. So the fact that he was up, it reanimated, and then killed in just a couple minutes, I can understand how that's like kind of random and thrown in. But otherwise, man, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
Fantastic.
And of course, you watch the edit.
Yeah.
What is it? Director's cut.
Ultimate Edition. Yeah.
Yeah, the extra scene.
You have to.
Bunch. Yeah.
The other thing's not. That would have been. Yeah, you have to watch the Ultimate Edition. Theatrical version just doesn't cut it. You need that full 3 hours to get through everything.
Yeah, they add a
lot.
lot.
Dark, so I don't expect to be cheered up by it. There's like 2 jokes in the whole thing.
God, so DC. That's what I'm talking about. Why can't we get that in Star Wars? Give me 2 jokes.
We might. That's why I opened to talk about the Disney porn section, because they might do Star Wars.
And one of the jokes is literally, I thought she was with you. Oh, that's not even a joke. It's just like,
yeah. And then the rest.
Let's move on to murdering.
The rest of them were Alfred grumbling about Batman being.
Yeah. Oh, hammered again. Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I loved it. I just feel like a lot of people's complaints are like, Batman's not supposed to kill people.
Perfect. No. Yes.
And maybe, but like
if that's what's holding you back from loving that movie, that's such a weird thing, because he's such a dark character.
Yes, first of all. And also, like, he's been around for almost 100 years. I feel like there should be room for characters to change a little bit and grow and be adapted in different ways. Like, there's room for a version of Batman that hates everything and almost views himself as a criminal because he's so beaten down and he's so hammered all the time.
I mean, that's existed for a long time. That Batman, those comics were from the 80s that he's based on, that he's killing people. Those Frank Miller comics
Oh,
are
right,
from
right,
the
right.
80s.
Right. Good call.
So
Thank
like
you.
those people that are like, he shouldn't kill people. You're like, no, he does. Look, 80s. That's
Yeah, you missed
40
out on the
goddamn
past
years
40
ago.
years of Batman.
Come on.
Yeah.
What do
Okay.
you mean
Good,
he
good,
doesn't?
good call.
He kills people.
Good check.
Also, he kills people in the Laughing Joke because he kills the Joker, doesn't he? No, he doesn't.
He kills people in Batman Returns. He straps dynamite to a guy's stomach and kicks him into a sewer. That's the brutalest death I've seen in anything. He TNT on a dude's face.
Yeah.
And kicks him down the sewer.
Kicks him apart.
Anyways, yeah. We don't have to spend too much time talking about BVS, but
Yeah.
it is.
It's nice to visit
And
upon.
continues- and continues to be absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, that's got to be on my up top of the list. I got Spaceballs, BVS. There's usually like 3 rambling around in my head, and depending on the day and what I'm feeling, I'll pop
Yeah.
one and maybe the other.
Yeah.
So,
I actually started a watch list.
yeah.
I kept saying over and over again, like, oh, I need to watch this, and I would always forget. I actually started a note with a checklist of just, a bunch of movies. So
Well, let's pop this list up. You've intrigued me. Let's see the list. I want to know what you have and haven't seen.
okay, give me a second. I'll go
Also,
find it.
Travis, while you're bringing that up, Travis Dunn says, "Do you think Michael Keaton will come back as Batman?" I thought it was slotted, like that was confirmed. I'm looking that up.
Something is confirmed. I don't know what the details are.
Something is confirmed.
If Michael Keaton's back in some capacity, I don't know the details. I don't think he's Batman again. I think he's either a really old Bruce Wayne training someone new. I think that's all it is.
And from what I'm reading is the new Michael Keaton Batman rumor just got debunked.
What?
Yeah, earlier this year. But I don't know. Maybe the debunking is not real. I don't know.
Hang on. That's lame.
Yeah,
So
I'm seeing
what's the deal?
several websites saying that's not real. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I feel like they're struggling to find Batman.
Well, they're in the middle of creating a new Batman movie. I think they're all good.
Yeah, what's that dark one with Pattinson or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's called The Batman. The real tragedy is that Affleck didn't get to do a third movie with Snyder and like a standalone Batman movie. That would have been, the dream.
For how much I like him, I'm okay with it. The 2 films he was in were well, the one was good. We're
gonna re-see the new one this year, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see that one. I think he had a good placement in the Batman universe. So,
yeah,
the Batman, I'm ready to move on, to be honest. Again, nothing against him. I'm just, I think he played his Batman is now like fully tied to Superman and Wonder Woman. I feel like to move forward in the Batman series, you do need a different Batman. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Well, it depends on what they want to do. It seems like they've put distance between Snyder's storylines and new DC stuff. So I feel like that's kind of its own thing now.
Yeah.
There's room for 2 different Batmans to exist in the DC movies because
Just put him at a different age.
2 different eras, 2 different universes, multiverse, timeline, whatever the fuck. You can say whatever you want. All right, the list. It's very long. I'll just run through certain ones. So there was a documentary about the Comedy Store in LA.
Give me some good ones. What the fuck are you talking about over here?
It's fantastic. I started that. It's great. It's great. Room 237, which is the documentary about The Shining.
Oh, what is that on Hulu or something?
I can't remember. I have to look it up. But it's the top of the list because I'm just about to finish reading The Shining.
Did you
I got like 50
Did you
pages
ever
left.
watch that Dr. Sleep?
Not yet. No. And I got the book too. I'm gonna read it actually first.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was is it by Stephen King?
Yeah, but it's recent. I think it was 2010. He just wrote it
Oh,
as a follow-up. Yeah. Sequel.
interesting.
So that's on the list. I have a bunch of DC stuff. Birds of Prey,
Yep.
and Shazam.
Yep.
Let's see, Detective Pikachu I never saw.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. I wrote down I wanted to rewatch Spectre before the new James Bond movie comes out.
Mhm.
That
I don't
got
think I ever.
pushed.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that Spectre. You know, it fell off hard. I watched Casino and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
And then there was another one, Quantum Solstice, that I completely blanked on.
Yeah, it's something
And
good.
then Skyfall was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then another one, I was like, I don't give a shit anymore. So weird.
I don't remember much about Spectre at all, so that's why I wanted to catch it leading into the new film.
Those are always solid movies. You gotta. It's like they're gonna. You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that weird? You know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, James Bond's gonna get laid and then he's gonna win. And at some point he's
Essentially,
gonna
yes.
have a martini, and at some point he's gonna shoot somebody. At some point he's gonna go to a casino. At some point he's gonna be in an Aston Martin.
Yep. He's going to be dressed well at some point, and he's probably going to get
Yeah.
beat up at some point, and that's about it. That's all
Right.
of them.
Right. Well, there's that formula thing that you were complaining about last week. You think it's bad in Star Wars? Watch James Bond.
Yeah.
They hit every beat, every movie.
Yeah.
Travis is probably gonna rip us apart for saying that.
That's all right. He knows there's bad ones.
He does. He does. Venom, I never saw.
Man, you're lacking, man. It's funny because
That's why I made a list.
I know. No, I hear you. But the ones that you've missed, there's some fun ones on there, like really fun, like the Detective Pikachu, Shazam, Venom's a little lower, but
Yeah.
definitely watchable, very watchable. Yeah.
Let's see. Jumanji, the new ones.
I've heard nothing but good things. I've actually never seen them either.
Parasite.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Parasite's one of those that you just need to set some time aside. That's not a fun, easy
Right.
one,
Right.
but that's one I've only watched once.
Interesting.
Have you watched Jojo Rabbit?
No, that's on the list as well.
Put
I was
that
gonna
way
say.
up there. That's one of my favorite movies.
Nice. And then the last one I was gonna say was Tenet. I haven't seen.
Yeah, it's another one on my list.
Yeah.
Travis Dunn said Venom wasn't bad. Yeah, I expected absolutely nothing out of it. And it was fine.
Fun ride. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. Completely fine.
It'll be worth it to see just Tom Hardy. I think I like him as an actor. So
Tom Hardy. Ooh, what a smoke show. Yeah.
you have to put Venom in the porn section of Disney Plus.
Sign me up.
Cool. Yeah. So there's my movie list, and there's some older ones on there too. But
Have you seen 1917? Did we talk about that, right?
I did. Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, I bought that. I haven't rewatched it yet, but
It was great.
so intense. Yeah.
It's one of those that I almost don't like Interstellar and things like that. I almost don't want to watch it at home. I do want to see it again, but I almost don't want to watch it on my regular ass TV because it was so epic. It was so intense with the freaking special Dolby theater with the Atmos surround sound. It was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite an experience.
And you had Birds of Prey on there. Yeah, that's
Yes.
on my list too. I own a lot of these and I still haven't seen them. It's just, getting around to it. When they go on sale for, under $10, it's like I'm going to get to it and I will rewatch it.
Yeah.
It's worth, especially if it's like Marvel, DC, Star Wars, obviously
I
the
wanna-
big ones like Tenet. I've been kind of keeping my eye on. It's like one of those
Yeah.
things that if that does go half price, I'll buy it because it's been rated so well.
I want to start building up my digital collection, but the past 4 things I've watched, I've gone to it on Apple TV and it's like, oh, free trial. You can watch this movie and then cancel. So the last 3 or 4 times I've just done that. Hopefully I'm going to run out of free trials here pretty soon. So I'm going to start buying them up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty happy with my small collection.
Nice.
It's anything from UHF to 1917. I've been filling it in, and you never pay full price unless you're dying to see a movie that you just thought about for the first
Right.
time in 20 years, and you're like, fuck, it's right here.
Yeah. You got to catch them on sale. Yeah.
It's
Cause
also-
sometimes it's like video games where it's when it's digital, if it's not on sale, people Overwatch, some guys in the chat were complaining about that. It's still $60. I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
yeah.
blame him.
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, especially when you can go get the physical copy for probably $20 down the street.
Right, 15
You know?
bucks. Yeah, but who wants to get up and put a disc in their
Yeah,
Xbox these
that's
days?
literally one of the only ones that I have a disc of.
I know.
Is
I'm-
Overwatch.
I'm sure it's annoying.
It is.
And over the course of time, I mean, I've played that game. I've probably played that game more than, besides like Battlefront 2, the original one, and maybe
Yeah.
KOTOR. I probably played Overwatch more than anything else. So that $60 is definitely gone a long way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe some Battlefield 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
we spent a lot of time on that.
On 360, and then we got Xbox Ones and spent
Still played.
additional time.
There was no good games.
It was like 100 hours on each of them.
Yeah. Yep. No, I need to kind of put a list together. I kind of fly. The other thing I do that's nice with the digital purchases is they'll group shit together. Like
Indeed.
like I said, I almost bought the entire James Bond series for 50% off. It was like 27 movies for like $50.
Yeah.
It was more than that. It was much more than that. But I was like, man, in one fell swoop, I could just get them all for
Gotta catch them all.
fill in the blank. The other one that I
Gotta fill in the blanks.
dipped my wick in was a Game of Thrones. I bought that entire series digitally.
Interesting.
It was $100, but I was like, you know what? That's so much content for $100, and I was like,
Do they have a bunch of extras with it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
There's like hours and hours of, and obviously all the post credit scenes and all that, making of. That's all with it.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the entire thing, 8 full seasons for, I was like, fuck that.
That's
And
something
they
I
showed
would
it
get.
as they showed it as 50% off. They said the whole season's usually about $200. So, which, if
Yeah.
you've got an extra couple bucks, that's definitely worth it. There's a lot of content. And
An
we're-
extra couple bucks. If you got to have an extra trust fund that you want to
yeah,
cash in and buy all those James
Yep,
Bond
if
and
you have
Game of
a-
Thrones.
dead relative that passes and they leave you some money.
Yeah,
Definitely
cash in that
buy in.
CD you got for your graduation in high school.
CD
That shit.
Bonds.
You want to talk
James
about Star Wars?
Bond. Sure.
Do you actually want to?
Nah.
We have to at some point. It's in the name. We have to do it.
Yeah, this is a Star Wars show that we eventually talk about Star Wars.
You got to save the good stuff for the end, though. Am I right? Am I right? One other thing that we did predict at last episode of the episode before. It's true. It's true.
Add it
It
to the
happened.
list.
Liam Neeson made a comment that he would love to return as Qui-Gon Jinn for the Kenobi series. He did actually make a comment about it. There's a bunch of
Yeah.
articles. And I said that shit 2 weeks ago. I said, you know what we need in Kenobi? Otherwise, I'm not going to watch it. Qui-Gon Jinn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It has to happen. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it'd be, it's one of those things again. It would have been a better surprise if they didn't tell us.
Yeah, I don't
But,
care, Kathleen. Even if you have to make like Taken 6, you're gonna put Liam Neeson, sign him, get him in the show.
Sign them up.
It has to happen.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks everybody who's in the chat. We got Rural tuning in, Travis, of course, Cameron Smith, Queen Davy. I saw you commented on our YouTubes. Appreciate the support.
Yeah.
He
Thanks for
said
joining
he loves the commentaries. That's what his comments. Well, he's like he said I'm a flyer. Hashtag I'm a flyer. I was dying. Hilarious.
Man, Solo's one of our best commentaries, and it's also one of the best Star Wars movies. Those
Yeah.
things just go hand in hand.
Yep. Yeah. That
Yeah,
might be
so-
something that I need to do is actually go back and watch our Batman commentaries because those ones make me tear up. They're so funny.
It's ridiculous.
We talk mad shit.
We need some new ones on the list once we finish Mando. So if anybody,
Yeah.
give us a run of fanboy commentaries that we can do once we're out of Star Wars content.
Should just do all the old James Bond movies. They're probably stupid as hell.
Oh man, yeah, that might be fun.
No, it's probably not. Go ahead.
Mm.
Star Wars shit.
Well, the Liam Neeson thing's just a quick mention, but the next thing is the big news. So Monday, Star Wars put out a video, which was like a looking back on all the Star Wars games. So I didn't know what that meant. It just said sizzle reel for LucasArts video games. Turns out they're retiring LucasArts and the name, and they have a new division. It's called Lucasfilm Games, and that was announced. And then the next day, Bethesda teased that they're doing an Indiana Jones video game in partnership with Lucasfilm Games.
It could be
Then the
good.
following day, Ubisoft announced that they're making an open world Star Wars RPG.
You know, there's
So-
one thing that we've been asking for 20 goddamn years. Almost 20 goddamn years. When did KOTOR come out? 03?
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you want to count KOTOR 2, we can do that. But
04.
was it the next year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Jeez. Yeah, open world. This is
Open.
there are many
world.
reasons that, to not do an open world Star Wars game.
What,
believe me.
real hard and real expensive.
It's going to be hard to do it right. And to be honest, I expected them, well, and they kind of did it with Fallen Order, but like a Mass Effect, change your stance.
Mass Effect's not even open world.
It
Kind
isn't.
of. It's like half. It's like fenced in.
Yeah.
When
that's what
when they
KOTOR
say
was, yeah.
open world, I expect Skyrim.
Multiple worlds, Skyrim.
Well,
I'm
that's-
sorry, multiple planets.
Right. Now that's the tricky part. So an open world game has definitely been done before, but to make it, I mean, I guess you can fast travel in those games. So hyperspace would just be like fast traveling.
Yeah.
From Tatooine to Endor, whatever the hell.
Yeah, I'm possibilities are endless. Literally endless. You can make how many ever fucking planets you want, rename them, do different ones, brand new ones, do fucking supernovas that you can go into. I don't give a shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yes.
Is it going to be open world or open galaxy? Will you be able to fly anywhere you want?
Question. Open universe.
Open universe? Yeah, it's high on my priority list for the past 20 years, and with their announcement, it probably
Yeah.
won't come out for 4 or 5 years.
I know that's the crazy part. So the other, that's obviously very exciting. The bigger announcement here, the bigger thing that we need to take away is that the exclusive license with EA is over, or it's been canceled, or it's been thrown out the window. So no longer will we be forced to deal with EA's bullshit and microtransactions and loot boxes with a bad game that looks pretty but makes us want to kill our souls.
Kill our souls. I'm cutting a limb off. This game's so bad. We're cutting limbs over here.
We're going straight Anakin with this. Just all the limbs are gone.
Davey says the big question is what era for the open
True.
world. No,
Always
that's
Always a big question.
I imagine they're gonna do some High Republic stuff and or pre, because if you want to do some true exploration,
Right.
and make it sense in the Star Wars universe,
Yeah.
I think it only makes sense, because if you do it like post episode 10, you're like, oh, everything's been found.
Yeah. That would be a big piece of it, is trying to turn in that edge of the Republic style exploration stuff. That would be a good choice.
They could always just say, this is the unknown region.
Kind of. I don't know. What if they go back further? They could do whatever.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will. It's going to be a while. So this is just the first announcement in what I expect is multiple announcements over the course of the next few years. I mean, what they really need to do is find studios that they trust and just say, pitch us on what Star Wars game would you want to make? The world is your oyster. What would you want to make? And they need to just partner and have like 4 games going at the same time. There's no reason that you can't do that.
You know what I'm picturing right now is games that overlap with each other and have it as an ongoing build. Pick an era. 500 years before High Republic. Okay, you're good. We'll give you 200 years to do whatever the fuck you want, as long as it doesn't uncanonize everything going forward. Do
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want. Build new characters, build new worlds, blow worlds up. I don't give a shit. Just have it live in its own realm over here.
As long as Tatooine survives, that's all you need to worry about.
Right. and I guess what I'm saying is, create new characters. Look, I guess, okay. What I meant by games overlapping is have an open world game in that era. Have a Starfighter game in that era. It might even overlap. Maybe one character's in both 2 games. Tie everything together like that. But you have, that's how you build shit. Like, I don't understand why they don't do this. Maybe that's where they're going.
Exactly.
Maybe there's opportunity out there, but I guess I haven't seen different types of games that overlap like that. Like, what if Revan was in a Battlefront 2 game? We haven't seen that.
Right. That's where they could really tie things in. I mean, obviously we've had prequels and sequels before and game trilogies and stuff like that.
In mass multiplayer, yeah, that stuff lives where like the characters overlap. But I'm
just
talking
like Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But you're saying if there's totally different types of games and they still have overlap.
Yeah.
Because like we could have the RPG, we could have a new Battlefront 3 somebody could make. You could have a fighting game. I know that sounds silly, but that's possible.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
could have an RTS, like bring back Empire at War. That shit was always legit. And yeah, you could have crossover there.
Like just picture it if you're doing like an Empire at War RTS.
Yeah.
Let's just say, for example, Thrawn is your main enemy in the RTS game, and you play it, and he still gets away, but you change something about a strategy or blow up one of his ships. Now going forward in the open world game, Thrawn's in it, but he no longer has his main ship because it was blown up in the game before.
Stuff like that.
Weird shit like that. Or what if you carried one character? Do the Mass Effect thing. You carry one character from game to game, but the games are completely different.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay.
So let's say you build a Jedi, and he's a great starfighter. He's a great flyer.
Mm-hmm. I'm a flyer. I'm a gamer.
But that's what I'm saying. So you do the
I'm a developer.
Why am I blanking? Build a character. Why? What type of game is that? Jesus. RPG. Jesus.
RPG.
Build a Jedi game, RPG, story driven, but he becomes a great pilot. Next game, you're the same pilot. Do what they did with Luke. Luke was in every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Tie shit together like that.
Back in the 90s, yeah, Luke was in every property there was.
And it's almost why I hated it, and this is what I'm asking for. So fuck me. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting idea. But let me tell you right now, Disney, if you're listening to this, and I know you are, here's what we want. What we want is the Mandalorian to debut on a Friday, and we log on to Disney Plus. We're like, God damn, this is the first Star Wars show. This is so awesome. And then I want to go to my Xbox and turn it on and see, oh, there's an update for Battlefront 2. Oh, God damn, the Mandalorian is now a playable hero in Battlefront 2. That's what we want. We need that depth where we can start taking crossovers, not just from other games, like you said, but other Star Wars properties.
Well, just think go back to the DLC stuff.
Right.
Like you said, once the Mandalorian is a thing and we're done with season 2, add the Mandalorian periodically into different games, add a DLC story mode into the open world game, working with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, exactly.
Or with a character from it. Yeah. And then, put the Razor Crest
basis.
Put the Razor Crest in something.
Yeah, exactly. In quick succession too. I don't want to wait a fucking year for
it would have to be a hard drop. Mando's now available in these games, and they would have a name
Instantly.
for these games that are all tied together.
Yeah, Star Wars games.
Fox.
They got real potential, man. Just the fact that EA's, I don't want to say they're out of the picture, but the exclusivity is out of the picture is very exciting. This could be 2005 all over again.
DLC for open world is genius, lads. That's exactly what they did for Skyrim, which still holds up to one of the greatest games of all time. The map, regardless of it being open world, you can still build upon the open world.
Right. Yeah.
So,
that might have been one of the last big paid DLCs.
Fallout was Fallout might have been. Fallout 4? Right?
I'm curious why they don't do that. Like, first of all, they need to be able to sustain games that aren't multiplayer over longer periods of time.
Yeah. Build upon it. Yeah.
However, for some reason they stopped charging for DLCs and they went to all the new content's free, but now there's microtransactions and stuff so they can make their money back. Probably because if we don't have the same version of the game, we can't play together. But if
That's
it's
what you run
something
into with Battlefield 4 and
Yeah.
that shit. You don't have all the other DLC maps, so we can't play.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it's single player like Skyrim or something, then that doesn't really matter. So like I expect a game fully made and developed, full story and full everything. $60, no problem. And 3 months later, I'll buy a DLC pack for 15 or 20 bucks if it adds that much more content to the game.
Absolutely.
Easy. And that's how
Especially
you
if-
get the money to keep the fucking game alive over the course of 6 years.
Especially if I've already spent so much time creating a character that I love,
Right.
and I can continue on with new missions and shit, or meet new people in or a new area. Like, I want to continue my character.
Right.
Yeah, you get into it, man. The other opportunity is to run it like a Dark Souls, where you can join my game.
Man.
It's open. It's like open world-esque, but it's in my game, and you change my saves.
Yes.
But it's not an MMO.
The Dark Souls multiplayer blew my mind the first time I played it. It seemed so simple, but I had never seen a game do in-game co-op multiplayer without having to like back out to the menu and then start a co-op game. You're just playing your game, and then as long as you're connected to the internet, everyone can join in. It was so great. That it would be nice if they could.
Yeah,
incorporate
that's what I've always hoped, even outside of Star Wars. If you could like join my Skyrim game and we go battle some bigger,
Dude, yeah.
badder dragons or some crazy dragon priest shit, fucking sign me up.
So that's what Fallen Order 2 should be. Fallen Order 2 needs replayability, it needs DLC, and then it needs a co-op function.
You know what would be funny is if they kind of incorporated the whole Sonic the Hedgehog aspect, where Tails is with you all the time, and he'll
Right.
be just controlled by the computer, or you can
Yeah.
have someone grab a controller and you become him.
That's I can't believe that was the shit in like 1991.
But that's such
That's-
a cool aspect.
No, that's amazing. It's
like
amazing.
if you could be my companion in Skyrim, and even if you were to become my companion, we were playing co-op in Skyrim, and you went up and you were able to do your own smithing and stuff and upgrade that side character.
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
You serious, Clark?
We're just handing out billion-dollar ideas
I
everywhere.
know, bro. Seriously, Kathy. Come on. I know I have another job, but I'll work overtime for Disney. It's fine. You can pay me very little.
Thank you,
But,
thank you very little.
know, just give me a credit. Give me royalties. Give me 0.5% royalties and all the properties that I come up with. They're going to be
Yeah.
the best selling properties you have. Promise you.
Yeah.
It's funny that we say that, and then like other times we're like, don't listen to the fans, just make whatever you want, but also hire me because I have great ideas.
Yeah, most fans, not us. We're different styles of fans.
You know what? This is gonna sound so fucking wacky, but you know how like a CEO of a business would have like an advisory council, or like the president obviously has like a cabinet or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they need. This sounds so wacky, but they need like a group of fans to be giving them advice and for them to bounce ideas off of. And everyone signs an NDA. Obviously, you can't talk about this stuff until it releases.
How do you
There's
know
an-
that- how
there's
do you
an
know that-
embargo?
Doesn't exist already. They do exist.
Well, it might, but they really should. I mean,
how do
they
you get
should
on the High
make like,
Council? Damn
they
it!
should make the real Disney shill council, honestly, and actually like pay these people. And well, they don't have to pay them. I think people would enjoy to do it, but honestly, just to bounce things off of everybody.
It's just like tool companies. They make a brand new tool before selling it. They send it out to certain people and like try
You like
test
this
this tool
tool?
out. Try it. Tell me why you hate it, truly, so we can update it and get it out. Do the same thing with Star Wars, man. Send
Yeah.
the shit out and be like, does this suck?
Now that obviously is a Pandora's box of craziness, because you could get a Disney shill council of a bunch of fuckheads.
Of a
They'll be
bunch
telling
of
you
shills.
like, I just want to see Luke Skywalker kill everybody. Honestly, I just want to see Luke.
More nudity, please.
But you know, you'd have to go through an application process and everything.
Mass Effect had more banging. We need to add more.
Hey,
More
Disney-
relationships.
Disney Plus porn area. It'd be fine. You can do the same thing with games too.
Yeah.
Slap that M rating on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
that's still
yeah.
that's still high on my list, man.
What?
Oh yeah, an M-rated Star Wars game
Yeah, we can do
and
it.
an R-rated Star Wars movie. The path
Tied in crossover.
that path that they can't follow. That's exactly what that is.
They might follow it in the future.
There's hope.
I don't know. I'm sure they would do it well. I just can't. I can't picture what it would be if I had to come up with the plot for a R-rated Star Wars something or other. I can't think of it. You know what I mean? My head just doesn't go when I'm thinking of Star Wars. I'm not in that mindset, so I can't picture what I would write if it was like, yeah, I can. It would be Darth Bane. It would be Darth Bane, and he would just brutally kill everyone.
R-rated Boba Fett. Do it.
That could be good. Yeah. Sci-fi John Wick. Yeah, that could be good. I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Man. So yeah, that's not a crazy. I mean, it is kind of a crazy announcement, but you know, they just kind of slipped that one out there, like, hey, Lucasfilm Games, baby.
I mean, it's almost like I hate repeating myself. I'm not even gonna say it.
If you don't repeat yourself, is this even a podcast?
We've always asked for a Star Wars movie from the dark side point of view, and we did get a taste of it, because I would argue that Kylo Ren was one of the main, if not the main character in the sequels.
For sure.
But we didn't see him. It wasn't wrapped around him. He was a main character, but you know, he had a decent amount of screen time. But we're following all the good guys. I want to see a dark side character story beginning to end. It would be really, really cool. And the brutality behind it, you know,
Absolutely.
that's, you know, as I watch back through Game of Thrones, we get a bit of that. We get everybody's point of view. We get scenes following Jaime Lannister for entire episodes. We get the bad guys, the good guys, the point of views. You know, it's not all I'm evil and I want to kill people. It's I want to protect my family, and this is my best way to do it is murdering you guys. You know, there's always a reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I know exactly what you mean. I know what you mean.
There was some brutal scenes I watched Game of Thrones like past 2 days. I forgot how quickly it gets like disturbing.
I was amazed how shocked I was at certain scenes in the books when I had already seen the show and knew that they were going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's written that good that I was still like taken aback when things happen. Very impressive.
Yeah. There was the one scene where Tyrion sent those two whores in to his nephew's room,
Oh my God. Yeah.
and
that
he
was
has them like
disturbing.
beat each other. I'm like, what the fuck is
So
actually
fucked up.
happening?
It's crazy because there's only certain point of view chapters in the books.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't see from Joffrey's point of view at all.
Oh, interesting.
And we only get interactions with him like person to person a few times. So everything that you know about how terrible Joffrey is almost people just talking about it.
Okay.
It's crazy. So they really expanded upon that in the show, which I mean, they
Nice.
had to make him,
Yeah.
to make it obvious how cruel and terrible he was.
Yeah. And obviously that disturbing one where he forces Sansa to look up at her dad's head. I'm like, dude, this kid is fucked.
I wish she would have pushed him into that pit.
Oh, yeah. Someone needs to. And that's not even the one that you hate.
I know.
Joffrey's bad enough, but
Ramsey. Now he
Ramsay.
gets plenty of time in the show. He is a cruel son of a bitch.
yeah.
Galactic Senate drama, Cameron Smith says. I would love to see some sort of political thriller type of something or other with Palpatine. He's probably a little too old to come back and do that, but House of Cards style.
A Palpatine?
In the Senate, yeah. Well, him and like see all of his manipulations and everything from the political side of things, not from the Jedi's point of view,
Yeah.
which we see in the movies. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get kind of behind that curtain, like see him plotting, and that'd be fun.
We see Maz and Meta stabbing people in the background, cleaning up.
Yeah, he's got to have order, man. He must have
Senate.
order.
Yeah.
He shall have order. So yeah, that's it.
Order.
Star Wars, baby. Star Wars.
Oh man. Anything outside of Star Wars? What else? I'm just gonna search. I'm gonna Google nerd news.
It's a low week, so it's just that, honestly. That and WandaVision launch.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Is there a Power Rangers preview for Power Rangers #3? I didn't even realize Power Rangers was a comic.
Well, neither did I. I thought you were about to say the movie #3, and I was like, they didn't make a sequel to that shit.
Did you ever watch the newer Power Rangers?
Yeah, Yeah, definitely with Walter White as Zordon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
Elizabeth
thought
Banks
it.
as Rita.
I thought it was a bad movie, but you know, I don't know.
It had. I probably feel about that the same as I feel about Wonder Woman 84. Like, I was mostly entertained watching it, but the plot started to get worse and worse the more it went on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Which is a bummer. It was when Rita started being able to control gold. I think that's what it was. Like, she went into a jewelry shop and started stealing the gold, and she like built Goldar out of a bunch
Yeah.
of like jewelry and rings. I think that was like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope.
Davey says, "Did you ever see the short film Power Rangers film with Dawson?" Yeah, I think so. That was that brutal one that the guy was tied up. Yeah,
Yeah, we were watching that like when they announced the Power Rangers movie. We were like, oh shit, hope it's like this.
yeah. If you guys are '90s people and you ever wanted more out of your Power Rangers, go fucking watch that.
Yeah.
It's like a little short film. Man, is
Yeah.
it brutal.
Yeah.
It's cool. You never see those aspects. It's always, I kicked you to the head. Now there's an explosion behind you, and now we won.
Right. Always explosions. I remember it got worse and worse over time because there was like 40 seasons of Power Rangers. It's still on, I think. But my younger brother's 13 years younger than me. So when he was a kid, I was growing up and he would be watching Power Rangers. And I was like, yeah, man, I was into Power Rangers too. This is great. But then you watch it and it's like Ninja Force or like Dino Force or Thunder Force. There was a season when they were police officers, and there
Yeah.
was a season when they were like race car drivers. It just got so ridiculous. And I just remember one time one of the Power Rangers threw someone into a bunch of cardboard boxes, and the boxes exploded. And there was just like sparks flying. It was like, you just threw them into boxes, man.
Are
That's
they-
just trash?
Are they made in the U.S. now? Like, I
I
wonder.
have no idea.
That was always a funny thing because none of the mouthing of the bad guys ever matched up because they actually cut Japanese
Yeah.
filming,
Right.
and then they just plugged in the American people as
Right.
when they didn't have their suits on.
I
Oh my god! Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Davey. If you've never seen any of the other seasons of Power Rangers after like the first 4 or 5, you only need to watch like 2 episodes. Just laugh at it and then turn it off because it'll hurt you.
It will.
It'll make you want to forget your childhood. Yeah, that's it, man. Light news today. I think that's all we got.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I heard I heard the Browns lost.
Yeah, shit happens. It wasn't a bad loss. There was a very, very, very questionable play. I mean, all the way up through ESPN, people are pissed. There was a bad one, but
Glad I don't watch football YouTube right now because I'm sure that's all I'd be seeing.
Yeah, it really is, and yeah, Cameron Smith's pissed.
He's pleased actually. He was
I
talking
know,
shit
I
to
know.
you throughout the week. I was chuckling.
Yeah, it was. All I'll say is the Browns really tested the Super Bowl champs. So because the Chiefs are the ones who won last year. So
Right.
very close game, very questionable call. Our defense sucks. That's all I'll say.
Well, it's the best run they've had in quite some time. So
That was our first road playoff game we've won since 1969.
Jesus.
Yes, that's how bad we've been.
Well,
What
maybe
you
they'll
think
make it
about
better
that?
now. I hope so. I don't know anything about sports, but I feel like the Cavs had a good run and then things fizzled out. Do you think the Browns are going to have another couple good years?
Absolutely. Yeah. They're the turnover in football is a lot slower. We'll be good for probably 2-3 years solid.
I was going to say, hopefully this is like motivation for them to, beef up the team and do what they need to do and hopefully make it a good, hopefully make Cleveland not such a dark hole in Ohio.
No, and it honestly, just to simply make the playoffs, it's a huge thing in football. Regardless if you lose, there's only one team that wins, obviously the whole thing. So,
Sure.
If you're in the final 4, final 8, it's saying something. You have a chance. So cool.
Good job, Cleveland.
All I got to say about that.
All right, peeps. Episode 255. We out. Catch us next week. We're gonna talk about. What do you want to talk about next week?
Next week we'll talk about Power Rangers.
We're gonna talk about the video games that we hate and the DC movies that we hate. I'm probably gonna catch a couple. I'll probably catch a couple movies over the next week.
Yeah, pick off your list, man.
I'm going. I'm whittling it down, slowly but surely.
If you want to pick one of those, like Tenet, I'll make sure I watch it too.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's watch Tenet.
I'll sign it up.
All right, let's do it.
I'm not paying full price though.
I'll pay quarter price.
That's Aries.
All right, Overwatch time. Later.
Good day.